let's get our weekly update going. Um, we're going to be fairly quick today. I've got a lot going on, a lot of things moving, but I do promise I will have an extra update this week for the free chat. We're going to start, as usual, with Bitcoin. Let's see, we did catch our support here in our support reaction box. I think it was, yeah, just this last update we were talking about that. Come up and we rammed through our initial target box and into our final target box. We were targeting the value area high, have not hit that yet. So if we can come back and reclaim these highs off of this old daily, which pull into a daily chart and we can take that out, that daily is complete. All right, and that leaves us. Nope, all those are tapped. Yeah, we don't have any more dailies above. We do have our descending trend line and our value area high. This is my final target area where I'll be really looking for shorts, hopefully. It's where I'd like to see it kind of curl over and do another correction. Now, whether it's going to be another lower high or take that out now too, uh, or a full on correction, I don't know yet. And we could come down into this range here and then continue back up. And this would be our higher low. Confluence here with our 200 EMA and our daily band for a full daily band retest before we move along. Um, that would be, for me, ideal to continue on with this bullish trend, head back up into this target range that we had been eyeing for a while. However, we still have time to range around. Well, let me go into a weekly chart. And I don't have an Elliott wave count on here, as I don't typically do Elliott wave counts. But if we look at this in terms of a 1, 2, 3, we get a 4 and a 5, what we're looking for is time. And we need to, let me pull up my, oh, wrong one. Here we go, time fib zone. So if that's a 1 to a 2, or that's a 1, right? And then we have a 1 to a 2. If that's our high, and that's our low, right? So then we need double the amount of wave 4. And that puts us in, instead of just one block, 2 blocks. So we have a few more days. We have about till the end of August to complete that wave 4. So we're not at that double ratio in time yet. Um, and that's why I think we could continue to range around in here some more before continuing on, at least in time wise. Time has never been my strong point. But what we do have, again, is we have this trend shift. Now, our ATR band has shifted up for the first time since the rest of this wave 4, which means this could be the low. And if this isn't the low, then we have another reaction area here, has a pretty good amount of confluence in it down here at 5051. So my two target areas for retrace are in this zone, this box here, which we need to adjust just a little bit because price has moved since the last time we drew it. Between 63 and 59, if we get a retrace down into this zone, I'll be looking for a reaction into this area, and we will be able to whittle it down a little more, try to get a little more precise, especially around 59, maybe 60,000. I think that would be a fantastic point to try and hold and take a long position back up. Or if we continue up from here and hit this value area high, again, all of this support structure is going to move just a little bit more. I am still looking to range into this zone up here. We've had some volatility over the weekend, especially for a weekend, but I mean, if you look at it on a larger term chart, it's nothing huge. And I really do think that we could head up into this zone, this trend line, this value area high, give that a good solid test. That's where I'd be looking for shorts. I'm not looking at shorts right now, um, but we will keep an eye on that. This zone up here on 69 to $71,000. All right, let me move over to the SPY. The SPY, since our last update, has done some things, and the big thing is that we've had two now weekly candle closes. Our new weekly candle starts on Monday. With these two closes, what we did is we validated this pattern, which means this pattern is now valid. This crab of ours is a fully valid crab. Um, if we get another negative weekly close, that'd be our 3 bar breakdown, where we would look for a retrace and then further downward continuation. That to me would be ideal. 3 bars down, 1 bar back is a failed check, and then back down into our targets. Um, Hopefully, just target one. I'd like to see this bullish momentum continue. We could go all the way to target two. That'd be a pretty severe correction in one move. I think it more likely we hit down in here into target one. We'd form more harmonic structure, come back for that harmonic retrace, and then down again for a type two to hopefully complete our market drawdown and then continue up. If that doesn't complete it, then we have much deeper targets to worry about. That's not something I can trade today, nothing that's actionable yet. So I'm not going to really look into that right now. Right now, we are in this structure, and I had a target for an entry right here to close that gap. We came just shy of it and pulled out. So I'm going to take this off the table for now. I'd like to see more reaction before attempting to go into another trade. So I'm going to close that one up, and we're going to see what happens. We came down into support, we came back into resistance, and now we're sitting between. We'll see what we open up at on Monday and how Monday rolls, and we'll make some new decisions from there. Unfortunately, right now we're just in that waiting period, which brings us over to the Qs. And let me clean this chart up again. Sorry, like I said, I make a lot of messes on charts. Try to keep myself contained here. All right, so the Qs, and this isn't anything significant either. We could dip back down into this range and still pull up. So I do have a position that we took when we broke down into our support. Right, we are our little support range here, and that wick down, and then the pull back out. That triggered our long position at 459.24. And we've come up and ranged around a little bit. Hopefully, we can get this moving up into target one here at 474.95, right around 475, and our final target up here about 485. Uh, Definitely at 475, I'd be ready to, because I'd be retesting this gap right here. We have a very large gap, which let me go ahead and move this box because this gap is now much bigger than it was before. This is our gap range. If we get rejected here, I definitely take some profits at the opening of this gap, and then I'd set my stops here at least break even, just in case we come back down for a type 2, or if a target 1 is all we're going to get out of that pattern and the market itself just shifts down and we continue to capitulate, uh, likely into this rising support band. Maybe come down and swipe out this low. Let me mark this low here as sell side liquidity. All right. So this is our new support range if we face further capitulation. All right. And I think that's going to do it for our update. Again, sorry, I know this one's short. Got to keep it short and sweet. And oh, now before I clock out, yes, of course I need to pull that up. Yes, of course the Qs are doing on the weekly patterns the exact same thing that the SPY is doing with this candle close. Now with this one, we've had three. This is 3 bars down, so the Qs are ready. Um, this pattern's very valid now, and the Qs are ready for that 3 bar check back. Hence our long position, and this is why I'm trading the Qs. They're giving me the better volatility and the more clear signals than the S&P right now. S&P is not giving me quite as clear direction, so that's my play. All right, again, keep your eyes open. I am going to do a midweek update on some altcoins and maybe some other assets that we had talked about on this channel. It just is a little bonus this week to make up for this short update. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have some great trading. Bye.